Hey everybody, sorry for the delay in the video. It's been a week, but I thought that I would get on here and just kind of walk you guys through this week's work so that you have a very clear understanding of why you're doing what you're doing, what you're supposed to be doing, and where we're headed with this. So without further ado, let's check out your turn-in sheet and see what you need to turn into me this week. Again, the way that you choose to break this up is completely up to you. It's a-okay. If you want to sit down and knock it all out in one day, that's cool. If you don't, that's cool too. Break it into pieces that are manageable. So again, accidentally left the May the 4th video on there. You want to go watch some stormtroopers twerk? There you go. Merry Christmas. What I would like you to do is you're going to, again, respond to a person's secrets and decide what you would like to, how you would like to respond. You can either give advice, you can relate to their secret, you can put yourself in his or her shoes, whichever one you want. So this week is about mental health. And then what are you reading? Hopefully you found something fun to read. This trend will continue, so don't let up on it. Just find a place to escape into a good book. And again, if you've started a book and you don't like it, you can ditch it. It's okay. It's not going to hurt my feelings. It won't hurt the book's feelings. So find something that you genuinely are enjoying. And then finally, the grandness of this week is that we are looking at the hero's journey. True story, just sat in on a 4 or 5 hour writing training seminar because I'm a nerd. And the focus is usually on things like marketing and speech writing and even email writing. But the creator of the lesson of the class uses the hero's journey, a much more expanded version of it, but uses the hero's journey to sell things, to really make an impact on their customers. And you can do the exact same thing with your hero's journey for the short story that you're writing. So it's a stepping stone into further and better writing. So this week you are going to be taking the notes that you've created before, like that story chart that you made and the character that you developed. And then later you're going to use that dialogue practice. Also, a lot of you guys did not write dialogue on the last one. I gave you the intro to the Three Little Pigs and your job was to go in there and add dialogue. So if you missed some points on that, feel free to go back and resubmit it. Get all the points that you deserve. You just have to show me that you're paying attention and that you understand how to punctuate and how to add dialogue that is meaningful and creative. So there's a snazzy video. I may have shown it to you guys before, but a refresher never hurts. It's a TED Talk video. It goes quickly, so do not feel embarrassed if you need to sit down and watch it 2-3 times. I think it's 4 minutes long, so it'll go very quickly. Again, you're going to think about, okay, my characters, my stories, where am I going with this, and fill in what your story would be like. Your hero should receive some sort of invitation into a whole new world. They should get some assistance and some help. They should leave the world that they know, go through some trials. The approach is as they face their worst fear. The crisis is the darkest hour. That's usually when the hero either nearly dies or thinks they've lost everything. In other places, we call this the all is lost moment. This is we're never going to get out of this deep dark pit that we fell into where a dragon's trying to eat us. It's that moment. And then finally, somehow they get out, they survive. It could be with help. It could be the hero's own resources. And remember, previous weeks, we've talked about a want versus a need. A want is going to be that external thing that the hero is going towards. And the need is the thing that the hero needs internally that he or she may not be quite aware of. And usually around the time where they get the treasure, they find both happen. They get both the thing that they want and they grow in a way that they needed to grow, whether it's maturity, wisdom, hope. There's a lot of options there. And then the result, they succeed, they return, they take that treasure and that want and that need back to the land where they came from, and they return to new life and resolution status quo. This is not just fairy tales. It's not just sci-fi. This works from everything. Disney, Pixar fit into these a lot. If you think about, Finding Nemo, Call to Adventure, Nemo gets kidnapped. assistance. Marlin gets help from Dory and a couple other people on the way. Departure, they leave the reef where they know. Trials, they get attacked by sharks. They end up on the EAC, the Eastern Australian Current. Can't believe I remembered that. They get help from, Squirt and Mr. Turtle. Crush, that was his name. Approach, they get close to finding Nemo, but it doesn't quite work, and then Nemo escapes. They think Nemo's dead. This whole thing, it's like all is lost. It's over. Oh no. And then it turns out Nemo's alive. They find him. They have a couple last big hurrahs and hurdles to get over, and then they make their way back, both having grown, both Marlin and his son being able to appreciate his father and where he lives, and Marlin being able to let loose and finally tell that joke he's been trying to tell the whole time. So thinking about different ways that you can create your own story. It could be anything from a kid trying out for the play, you going on a trip, a mental health journey, an artistic journey. Anything that you do that is a challenge is in and of itself a hero's journey, because you are the hero in your own story. Sometimes you're your own villain. Sometimes you're the villain to other people. But when all is said and done, the story that you tell about your life is of a hero. It's just whether or not you use your powers for good or not. So you can make this as real as you want. You can make it as fake as you want. I am letting you have the sky as your limit. If that is too much of an option, because I know for me, sometimes when you give me too many choices, I can't choose. Email me and say, Ms. Robinson, I need you to help me choose. And I'll tell you, write a fake story about such and such. Or I need you to tell me a real story about a trial of something that you and your family have gone through, or a family member. You can always pass off other people's stories and create one from their perspective. That is also an option. Check and make sure you get their permission though first, just in case you become a world famous author and then they're like, wait a second, this happened to me, and you didn't ask permission. You don't want that. So this week, go for that. Also, Flipgrid, I would like you to go and record a video of yourself saying hi, because dagnabbit, I miss you all. I miss your faces. I miss harassing you in the hallways and in class, and your constant questions. I genuinely miss that. It is too quiet. I'm locked away in our guest room every day, and it's not as fun as it is with you. So please say hi. I just want to see that you're alive and hear your voice again, because I'm sappy. I'm not sorry. All right. So that's it for this week. Do your best. And if you do badly, you can always do it again. We have 4 weeks left of semester. Don't waste them. Hustle, and then take a break. Okay. So get it done. And then I'll see you next week. All right. No one told you today they love you. Remember that Ms. Robinson loves you. Have a good day.